Guys, so I wanted to do a review on a mascara that I recently purchased about maybe a month ago, maybe a month and a half, and it's the Benefit They're Real mascara. And I've heard so much, I don't want to say hype, but I heard so many people rave about this mascara that they have been loving it, that it's amazing, and I want to give it a try. So I saved the packaging, and this is what it looks like. This is the box it comes with, and this is the mascara. And it has kind of a unique shape. It has, it's like a gunmetal gray, and it has kind of like a curvy tube, and the bristles are plastic bristles. And on the top, I don't know if it'll focus, but as a lot of people have been saying, there's like spikes on the top. It's not just flat on the very tip. It has a few spikes, so it's nice to get like in the inner corners and the outer corners. And on the packaging, it claims that it helps. It's supposed to be like a dramatic lengthening and volumizing mascara. It's supposed to give you base to tip curl, visible lift, long wearing results. Like all mascaras claim that. So what I think of this mascara, I feel like it's more of a lengthening and separating mascara than a volumizing mascara. And typically I don't go for plastic bristled mascaras. I love the more kind of like traditional, I don't want to say fibery, but like whatever, like the traditional mascara wands, like the spoolies come in. So I was kind of hesitant to see that it had plastic bristles. I typically love more volume from a mascara than length. I have pretty long lashes to begin with, so I want more of the volume than the length, and this is more of a lengthening and separating mascara. It gave me a little bit of volume, but not like super dramatic volume. It's more of a kind of like fan out your lashes type of mascara, if that makes sense. People have been saying it's hard to remove. I use the Bioderma makeup remover, and I've had no problems removing it. I don't think it's waterproof. I haven't really tested that out, but it is kind of like a long wearing mascara. It doesn't flake on me. I don't really have that problem with mascaras of it flaking. But if you're interested in a kind of like a separating and lengthening mascara, I think this would be really nice. And I do find that it's harder to build up the mascara. I typically go from the root of my lashes to the tip, and I also coat the other side of my lashes, like the tops of my lashes, and I found that made it a little bit clumpy. So it's kind of hard to build it up. If you like more than one coat of mascara, I would be careful of that. Just use like a spoolie brush or something to brush it out. But yeah, I really think this is a really good mascara, but I don't think I will repurchase, which kind of sounds weird, but I'm not a high-end mascara buyer. I much prefer drugstore mascara, mostly based on the price. There are some drugstore mascaras that I love, like the Revlon Grow Luscious is like one of my top favorite mascaras. Also, L'Oreal Voluminous, CoverGirl Lash Blast, I love those mascaras. So I think this was maybe $22, so with taxes around $25, and for something that you'll throw out in a few months, I personally just don't want to justify that. So I do recommend this mascara, but if it's out of your price range, I would recommend kind of sticking more to the drugstore. I don't think this will be like my holy grail mascara, just because I like more of a volume, but I'm not saying that this is a bad mascara at all. I'm just saying for my preference and for my price point, I don't think I will repurchase, but I do enjoy it. I'm still using it. It hasn't dried up. I've had it for about a month and a half, so it has lasted me, but I really do think this is a great mascara. If you're interested in trying it, I do recommend it, but personally I won't repurchase. yeah, so I hope that review was helpful if you're interested in this mascara but wanted to hear some reviews on it first. I've had it for a little while, so I can tell you things I do like, things I don't like. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.